dream come true in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Join veteran broadcaster Franklyn Peter Moses and highly skilled and qualified small business development officer at the NDFD, Donald Bocasio of the National Development Foundation of Dominica, as together we shed the national spotlight on you. Yes, good afternoon and welcome to another edition, an exciting edition, 1 hour program where we focus on small businesses in Dominica. This is Nature Island Small Business Buzz for today, the 1st of April 2025. We have another exciting lineup for you, and we promise to be on point and precise and concise, going 360 degrees of great help and assistance and partnership with the National Development Foundation of Dominica, represented here, as always, by my friend and small business expert and the experienced man to help you navigate getting your business on the pinnacles of success and thriving. That's none other than Mr. Small Business Master himself, Mr. Donald Bocasio. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Franklyn. Good afternoon to Dominica and beyond.
And beyond.
Yes, you are tuned in to the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz. This is the show that celebrates the hustle, the heart, and homegrown brilliance of our island's entrepreneurs. Once again, my name is Donald Bercasio. For those who may find a hard time to pronounce my name, you can just call me Mr. B. A lot of people call me Mr. B or Donnie.
Donnie?
Yes. Yeah. And today we are shining the spotlight on retail, right?
Yes.
So retail is one of the oldest and most dynamic sectors in business. Retail is where products meet people and where entrepreneurs turn inventory into income.
I like that. I'm going to take that.
So from roadside vendors to family run up shops or family run shops, retail keeps our communities connected and our economy moving. So if you're already in the game, like our lovely guest in the studio today,
surprise button for today.
or planning to join the
Mhm.
game,
Mhm.
this episode is for you. So Franklyn, let's get buzzing.
As we were buzzing, remember last week we had some rather interesting inputs from persons and people.
Oh,
when
yes.
so I don't know if we're going to get a little time today to reflect on what was said and suggested to us last week.
Definitely.
Okay,
and,
sure.
and I think it's good to kind of look back a little bit,
Yes.
and
In
kind
review.
of review what
Mhm.
happened last episode, which was our second
Second, yeah.
episode of the Franklyn Moses era of the Nature Isle
I'll
Small
take that.
Business.
It's a big hat, but I'll
But you said you were it was you who said you were a dinosaur, so like an era,
I said I born in dinosaur
Oh,
era.
sorry. I misheard.
I've
So-
been on this planet for many decades now. Okay.
But you look like
Yeah.
we're just close in terms of age.
It's my genes. I
Yeah,
wear
definitely.
Jordache. Yeah.
Well, but anyway, last
Hmm.
week we had a great time. Of course, we had our guest from representing NDFT,
Oh,
Mr. Damian Dumas.
Yes.
Yes,
I call him Double D.
Double D.
Damien.
Yes,
Damien
yes.
Dumas.
Part of my team. Great
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
Great worker. And of course, a great business support specialist.
Mhm.
And then he spoke about the upcoming Green Innovation Summit.
Mhm.
Right. So
We have a surprise from him today. Today he's going to
Today.
give us an update.
yes,
Yeah, so-
definitely.
So, he'll be on board with us, Mr. Damien. Thank you very much for your insight, your foresight, and all of the energies that you bring into and the expertise that you also bring into the platform of, especially coming on the heels of the small business, this will be the Green Innovation Summit to be held next. How many more
in
days?
June.
In June.
In June.
Okay,
But
good.
right now we are accepting registrations,
Registrations. Yes.
business ideas.
Yes.
And then on the 9th, that's when actually we are closing the registration.
Okay.
And then on the 30th of April, we're gonna have the first kind of like major event leading to
Yes.
the summit itself,
Yes.
and we call it Idea Lab. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Now another thing is that what happened last week is we had, of course, a very special guest, an entrepreneur,
Yes.
in the name of
THL.
L, your new
Terry.
best friend.
Yeah, my new best friend. Yes, we've already started to
Yes,
do
yes.
our little stuff for her for advertising and advancing her business products. So thank you very much, Terry Henry Lovell, or I should say Mrs. Excuse me.
Mrs.
Mrs. Yes, and she was on the phone with us because she was, very, 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 very busy.
Busy bee, as
Busy bee,
always.
yeah, a bee. Well, pun intended. Bee. She was a busy bee, and so it was an excellent program and she
Definitely.
deserves a standing ovation.
Oh, man.
And also, we had the news that the winner of the first Green Innovation Summit was our first guest,
Yes.
and that's Miss Rachel
Shilling
Ford.
Ford. And actually, Terry came in second to her.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah, so
we
it was a very close battle. But the thing is that what's good about them is that once you become part of the summit, it's like competition is kind of like
healthy.
just a bonus. You know,
Okay, yes,
the teamwork, the camaraderie. For
Yes.
in their case, the sisterhood kind of
Sisterhood. Yes.
prevailed over
Nice.
any sense of competition.
Yeah.
And Terry said so many wonderful things.
Yes.
Her focus on sustainability is really admirable. Remember, she said also something about focusing on locally sourcing
Yes.
all
resourcing,
her
Raw materials.
raw materials.
Mhm.
Also, she said something about knowing yourself, starting with yourself.
Yes.
You
yes.
know,
Yes.
and
yes.
What really stood out for me is when she said something about you should not be afraid if you are growing slowly, right? Which I think is crucial because a lot of people think that once you are in business, it's all about rapid growth, right?
Yes. Yes.
But growing slowly is actually sometimes a good thing,
building up.
right?
Yes.
Building up, doing it meticulously,
Yes. Yes.
slowly but surely.
Surely,
So it's not just about speed, right? So growing slowly, in fact, is even a valid strategic positioning.
Okay. Wonderful.
So you
wonderful.
can
Yeah.
actually deliberately grow slowly, right? And of course, she said something. You have to start somewhere.
Yes.
So don't wait until you figure out everything.
Yeah. There's never the wrong time to do the right thing. Yes.
Definitely. So that was, I guess, very, very what you call it,
Pertinent,
relevant.
interesting, relevant. That's a word.
And
That's
she
a
said
word,
about,
that's a
of
word.
course, I think one of the greatest values of outstanding entrepreneurs: be consistent,
Be consistent.
and be persistent,
Mhm.
and never give up.
Nice.
And she said that, right? And be willing to pivot, be willing to sacrifice.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I think, and these are the qualities that really carried her to where she is at right now.
which is
right?
which is basically in the verge of the pinnacle of much success because she's
Yeah.
exporting to the region, even to
Already.
the French department. That's it, to France, because Guadeloupe is a department of France,
And
she's
you
exporting to
and
Guadeloupe.
and you had a prophecy, right? You gave a prophecy in that show.
Oh yeah, and she is. Oh, I thank you. Oh my
You
God,
should
you
not
have
forget
me.
that, because
I
remember,
shouldn't.
she has to give you a what you call it, a trip around the world.
Around
If
the
that
world,
happens,
yes, and it's going to happen in Jamaica. You're going to have some great endorsements, Terry. And I promise you, thanks to Mr. Donny to remind me. Yes, you are going to penetrate the Jamaican market, and it will be sold in Trinidad, from let's say Guyana to the south, to Trinidad and beyond, to Jamaica, sorry, and beyond. Okay, so you're gonna penetrate this market. Mark my words, it's going to happen.
But before
Okay.
we move to our guests, right? I just
Mhm.
want to know how was your weekend, Franklin?
Did we just ended on me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Suddenly there was Friday. Then there was, and then I woke up on Saturday morning together with
Yeah.
Matt. And then we go for lunch. We have a little fun time. And then it's time to go home. We get our bread up in Newtown. I wouldn't say exactly where. We get our bread and our if I say the next part, our pudding and our white bread and brown bread. And then we go back home. It's our time to separate Matt and myself. He goes home. I go home. And then I try to reflect on the program that's either coming or has gone before or after.
That's good.
And I try to reflect on the day, the activities of the day, what's coming up for the weekend. and I get a special rush, a media, a DJ, a radio personality rush when I think, okay, I can say 48 hours before our next program on air, with especially with
Mhm.
Donald Bacastio, the expert, the small business expert,
Mhm.
and I when with Sean, of course, our man under
Of
control,
course,
and we
DJ
have
Sean in the
DJ
house.
Sean, yeah, yeah, he's always under control, making sure that everything runs smoothly, and of course we have a cameraman here, blend to us by CNN. He's right.
BBC.
BBC, CNN, and Al Jazeera at the same time. And we have a beautiful guest with us.
Yes, right now.
That's our surprise package for you today. And yeah,
No, but that's great. It's nice to know that you had a great weekend. We
weekend.
had a nice great weekend too.
Yeah.
NDFD had this dinner and awards night
Oh, I couldn't make it.
where we recognized,
Yeah.
of course, our top performers last year, and we
Uh-huh.
also recognized 4 people who, imagine,
Mhm.
lent service for more than 20 years.
Whoa. Okay.
Imagine that. So,
Mm.
of course, we have your very good friend, Dr. Damien Dublin,
Dublin, yeah.
28 years in service as a
Ooh.
director and
Wow.
longest serving chairman.
28 years.
And then we have another director, Mr. Ralph Bless, and
yes, I know him.
two employees, Mr. George Challenger,
Mhm.
and then Mrs. Davina Joseph. So these 4 people have committed more than 20 years of their lives
To
in
service,
service to, of course, the
service.
small business sector
Mm.
and others through NDFD, right?
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened to me. And of course, I'm happy that my very own cat is already okay now.
You and that.
Want to big up my doctor, he's Dr. O'Malley Lopez of
Okay.
St. Nicholas Animal Rescue Center. Please, for those who can help,
Yeah.
please help them. They need
Okay.
help, right?
Remember, he said that he didn't want his cat to get into catastrophe,
No.
and he came in. So the dog was there. So thank you, Doc, once again for saving his cat today. Today, then we're gonna have a meow of a program. Okay.
Definitely.
Yes. Okay. So our theme continues. We're going to be taking a short break from now, and that short break will lead us into some advertising, and then we return, and we have a few things, platforms to clear out, and then we go to our guest, and we'll talk with our guest for a period of time. Then we have a call coming in from Mr. Jamas. It brings us up to date with what's happening in preparation for the Green Innovation Summit, and then we'll have more chat, and then we will say, we're looking forward to our next program. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Niche Island Small Business Buzz for today, the 1st of April, 2025.
Your side woman a little brooks, her man a little brooks, but she telling you she want a BBL. But most importantly, you cannot say bottom on the radio. So NDFD is giving best business loans up to $20,000, and here's how you can get yours. You working a 9 to 5? Yes, sweet. You can get up to $10,000. True, now boy. Your business must be registered. You have to be employed for 18 months. Salary deduction only. No guarantor required. You're getting a free add-on DNO for 1 month. 100 free business cards. No, but really and truly, what again you want? So what about the 20,000? It's the same thing, except you must provide business records. And that's for people who are self-employed. Call them or WhatsApp them 275-6859. Go and get your BBL. You deserve it.
Peter, where did you put the Lay's chips?
Oh, shucks. I forgot them at home on the counter.
You must be joking. Boy, turn around. No chips, no picnic. He knows that whether it's a picnic, entertaining at home, snacks for the children, or just lining, we always have Frito-Lay chips and snacks with a wide variety of brands, all made natural and continually improving on their products. Frito-Lay snacks is a must for any occasion. There is more than just fun in Frito-Lay snacks. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available at shops and supermarkets all around Dominica. Forgot them at home. He want to spoil my day. Frito-Lay, good food for the fun of it.
Get ready to sway to the rhythms of jazz and Creole from April 19th to May 5th at the historic Cabarets National Park. The main stage event provides a stellar lineup. From Jamaica, sensational Etana, trumpet mastery of Trinidad, Etienne Charles, Dominica's jazz opera singer, Marie-Claire Giraud, plus the swinging stars, Abia Israel, Shalina, Mary Pascal, Colin XP, Colton T, and the Signal Band. Sunday, May 4 from 2 p.m. Dress to impress, Sunset Creole Chic. Tickets available online at dominicafestivals.com. It's Jazz and Creole 2025. Experience magic.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Eaststar Trading Limited massive Easter sale is now on, starting today until April 25th, 2025. 15% discount on all upholstery furniture, selected desks, and world famous Ronix power tools. 15% discount on all television sets. 15% discount on 5, 10, and 15-year rum. 1 liter Pure Heaven 100% apple juice, 2 for 9.95. Joel margarine, 15 kilograms, 33 pounds, that is, now only $75. 1 liter Pure Heaven tropical drink, only $6.95. Canned tomato soup, now only $3.95. And check in store for many other special prices. E-Star Trading Limited. We are making a difference for you.
Step and ready for the game changer. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Need to upgrade your home? Get new arrivals in dining. Plus, buy more and save more on bedroom sets and get an additional 10% on credit purchases of any bedroom set. Want quality products that provide value at the best prices backed by full warranty? We've got you. Plus, shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
And welcome back to the continuing program for today, Monday, Tuesday, the 1st of April 9, 2025. Just to bring you up to date about the mission statement of the NDFD, that is to contribute to poverty reduction and human resource development at the national level by mobilizing funds for the provision of credit, business advisory services, the training primarily to the micro and small business sectors. The NDFD is administered by a voluntary board of directors of at least 9 members and with the knowledge and experience in disciplines such as finance, agriculture, banking, credit, gender affairs, business and law, just to name a few. The members of the board form a resource base for providing guidance and direction to the foundation. One of the persons who they're here with us and who is part of the whole machinery that advances the cause of small business support and creating the engine of growth economically, one small business at a time, is Mr. Donald Bacasio, who's here, who's going to be helping me as we go we're going to just really get into her because she's the beautiful and lovely Christine, and she lives under a fountain. Well, she's a surname.
Rosette.
And,
She's Rosette.
Rosette
Yeah,
Sylvester.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Okay. My bad.
Yes. The other
Rosette-
one's coming a little later.
A little later.
Yes.
Rosette Sylvester. Tell us a little about yourself.
But before I say anything, you were not too far off.
Go ahead.
Yes.
You were not too far off when you said Fontaine, because my mother is actually a Fontaine. So I guess.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's why.
Well, I should say
So it's-
was because she's not alive anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
that's we're sorry
All
for
right.
that.
Sorry
Yes.
to hear that, but so you were not really far off.
No, it wasn't
Right,
that. Thank
right.
you.
So
Thank
there
you.
was a reason why you said it.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So we remember her.
We
because
remember,
of-
yes. May,
Yes.
may the Lord welcome your mom into the kingdom.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, you're here with us today, and we're going to ask you, how was your day?
I had a good day. Thank you.
What about when you say good day? What is in relation to yesterday and last week? What is so good about this today?
But every day is a good day.
Wonderful, yeah.
The fact that you have life, you have health, you have strength,
Mhm.
that's a good day. It becomes better if certain things happen during the day, but as for you being alive, makes it a good day.
You're one of the gorgeous ladies in Dominica. What part of Dominica are you from?
I'm from Pizza.
You know, I have no idea what this is. I'm being honest with you.
Are you
I have
serious?
mad felty taking me all over the Dominica these days.
Wow. And you said you were in the dinosaur world and you don't know Pizza.
I didn't say I was an experienced dinosaur. I was a homegrown dinosaur. I've been kept with the kid for a very long time. Okay. And the next question is, you've worked many places and very, very renowned places. But you've decided that I've had the opportunity to. I must agree that I passed there to just take a look at your beauty, and then I saw the beautiful things that
So
you
that was
have.
the first intent, right?
I, I played the fifth. And then I saw that on your table. Remember, we spoke. I saw that on your table that you had some exquisite, well laid out. You had, they were all laid out. I caught my attention. What is your business? Where did the idea come from? Tell us about it.
Okay. Well, there was a time I worked with a company. I cannot remember the name because it was a while back, probably 15 years back or 16 years back. What he was actually doing was selling household products to different people. But we were the ones who would have to go and sell the household products. So we would have to go and meet people at their homes, on the roadsides, at their workplaces, wherever. So what he always used to say is, you do not miss any place. You target every house that you meet and you try to get a sale. So that was the basic sales concept. So I got the idea there because among the household products that he was selling, he was actually selling panties, but it was only one type of panty. And I don't know, for some reason, I realized that could actually make it. I'm not sure if it was because people were so interested in that product at the time, but an idea just came up to me. Okay, let me try selling panties. So that's where the idea actually came up from, and that's where the ability to sell came from. So I will always give kudos to him. His name was actually Raj, because he really taught me how to sell.
Okay.
Yes.
A sales guru. A sales guru.
He was a sales
Is
guru.
he still in Dominica?
No, he left. He's actually not from Dominica. He and his wife was from some eastern island. I cannot remember exactly where. So they stayed there for a while and then they moved back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But selling is a very, very critical skill to acquire if you want to go into, business. Very important skill. I used to sell too. I used to.
Okay.
I'm proud to say that I used to sell stuff, appliances, and then I moved to the bigger items like real estate.
Okay,
So,
wonderful. Oh, I didn't know that one about it.
come on.
Yeah. Okay.
The art of selling.
The art of selling.
Yes, very important.
Well,
And it's a science. It's not
tell
Vitavi.
me about it.
There must be a way. There's an art
Yeah.
of introducing your product.
Yes.
Art
knowing
of
your product.
You have
Yes.
to know the product, most
Yeah.
importantly.
addressing objections.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
finally closing.
The sale.
Yeah, closing the sale. That's the most important
She
thing.
sounds like she knows exactly what you were
And
talking
I remember,
about.
as you are saying that, I remember Raj's word. He always used to say that, always make sure you close the sale. The main concentration is to close the sale. I mean, he used to say that to me at the time. That's what I knew at the time. But I know it, and it still comprises more than that, because you do not always close the sale at that point in time. But you will close that sale eventually. Because even if the person doesn't necessarily come now, they will come back, probably because of the service that you gave to them.
Yes.
You were kind to them, stuff like that. So closing the sale may not necessarily be immediately, but the most important thing is having it done anyway.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes.
Because sometimes a lot of if you're selling, there's always, if you are a newbie, right? The tendency is to just keep on talking, to just keep on presenting.
Knowing you have to know your product thoroughly and your service properly.
But more importantly, you have to know when and how to close.
Okay.
Because sometimes you just keep on talking, right?
Okay, yes.
So you have to close the sale. Sometimes there's a point where you just have to stop talking, presenting your product or service, and then try to close it. Ask the person, when are we proceeding to the next step, which is basically you signing on the dotted line and
Yeah, I
giving me
know
something
I
like that.
feel what you're talking about. Because in being in advertising for close to 40 years, you've had to really tell people, okay, go to this place and then show that you get so and so,
Definitely.
and make sure you get it. And when you get there, tell them Franklyn Moses sent you, and you say, I'm Franklyn Moses, and I approve this message, and you add some value to it, and they go and say, you know exactly what you said on the radio. It was what they had for sale, and I'm really happy that I went down there. Because for me, that is closing. Closing for me is without I having any one-to-one interaction, but I have a national interaction with everybody, all the listeners, and it works for me.
Definitely.
That's what it works for me.
So that's the power of Franklyn Moses.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So basically, right now you are selling.
I sell undergarments for
Undergarments.
men and women.
Oh, you have for men now.
Yes,
For
I
men,
have for
okay.
men, and
Yes.
I also sell for children. I mean, it doesn't go as fast as men and women, but I have introduced it as well.
How do you know what to put to exhibit that is going to please people? Because I'm impressed. I've been very impressed with the way that you lay out your stuff. It's eye catching, and then I'll talk about the next question is location. How did you discover
Yes,
it? So let us
location.
know where your location is at, So they'll say, "Oh, it's that lady. I went up to make a break by her, and then because she's so pretty, and then I saw the stuff, but I wasn't interested in the stuff. I was interested in her, and she motivated me to buy some of the stuff." So tell us about that.
I'm sorry, I missed your question.
The question is,
Besides
how did
asking-
you? First of all, how did you decide that you were going to be? Tell us where you located.
Okay. When I first opened, I was actually a little bit higher up, closer to the $3 plus.
Okay.
So I was talking to a friend of mine, and then I was telling her I'm thinking about opening
That's
the
on
table there.
Independence Avenue.
Independence Street.
Street, so.
Yes. So I told her that I'm thinking about opening this. So she said, "Well, go ahead. You should go ahead and do it." So I did. I did what I had to do, and then eventually I opened up there. And then I stayed there for about a year. And then later on, I realized that where I am now, which is right in front of Mapao, was actually a better location. Why? Because there's a road coming in this direction, and there's also another road coming in that direction. So anybody who's coming from south and anybody who's coming from west, they will see me. Whereas I was in the middle.
Yes.
So even if the person was coming up, so they may not necessarily see me, but there's a higher likelihood of they seeing me where I'm at right now, which is right in front of Mapao. So opposite buttons, there's Mapao. I'm right in front of there. So that is how I ended up there.
Tell us in detail what you sell and where do you get your products. Oh, tell us what you sell.
Okay. So as I said
describe
before,
the comfort and the reason and everything as why people should buy your product.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned before, I sell underwears for women, and I sell a variety of underwears. So it's not that I will sell only sexy underwears, because there are different women. Not everybody wants to be sexy. Some people want to be comfortable. Some people want to wear an underwear according to the clothes that they're going to have. So you have to have different variety to suit each individual.
Okay.
You told me to bring a few.
Sorry, I just want to clarify, right?
Yes.
So undergarments means like panties, right?
Panties,
and
but that
boxers?
is part of it.
For women.
For women is
So and then there's also
Bras.
lingerie.
Branch.
there's bras. I know.
Lingeries, right?
Mr.
So what's
Casio is very interested in lingerie.
No, I just
He
wanna
has
know the
always been
difference.
asking me- He has always been asking me if I have lingerie, and I'm actually
No, I just want to know the
looking into it.
difference. No, I mean, I kind of know what's the difference, but people probably out there don't know the difference between the two.
Okay.
How do you how
Differentiate.
Yeah, how did something like an ordinary undergarment become a lingerie, for example?
Okay, so the difference is that, okay, like I was saying, like the panties, they have different categories. So you have the comfortable ones, and then you have the sexy ones. So the sexy ones, they are closer to the lingerie type. So
Okay.
for example, you would have a sexy panty under the lingerie outfit, because the lingerie comes in different forms.
Okay.
You can actually take a sexy panty like
Let's
this.
see. Okay, good.
I mean, it's not as sexy as the sexier ones, but this is
That
the
is for the
sexiest one I
bag to
have from
choose.
now.
Okay.
So
yes.
you can use this, for example, under a lingerie,
Okay. So
and
it's
then
bra-
it actually becomes a lingerie.
Okay.
Or you can take just the panty, and then you can have a really sexy bra.
Put it up to a camera
Yeah,
here.
so
Lift
we
it up
can-
to a camera.
So
you can have this
That's
panty.
it. That's it. Yes.
Like I was saying, this is not as sexy as some women or even men would like, because with men, they usually like less cloth.
Less is more.
Less cloth, right?
Yes.
So something with a little less cloth, but then you have a bra which is like really sexy and is very revealing, then it can work out to be a lingerie. So basically the difference is the lingerie has more sex appeal.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
the underwear is just sexy or just comfortable. So that's
Comfortable.
basically the difference between.
So it's actually a choice between comfort and sex appeal or
Sex
sexiness.
appeal, yes.
Sexiness.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Now tell me about the men's stuff, because
Yep.
the
Right.
boxer, yes.
So the men's stuff, I mean, it's a little more simple.
Well,
So-
men are generally simple.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I have only one kind right now.
Which
The
is?
one that I have now
Yes.
is the cotton,
Okay.
the long ones. Most men rather this one. Why? Because it's long, so there's no rubbing when they wear it,
Yes.
and also because the material is cotton.
Open it again, so our friends across the world buy
So
what
that
that's
one
right,
you
yes.
consider that as
That's my kind of stuff.
Right.
That's my
so
kind
that's
of stuff.
a
The
boxer
boxers.
brief?
The
That's a
brief.
boxer brief.
Yes.
A
yes.
boxer
Now
brief.
there is the boxers, which is the loose ones, where they want to be a little more free. So this one, I'd probably recommend you wear it at home.
Yes.
Where you just want to relax and feel
Yes,
comfortable.
yes.
The family does have to become.
Right.
Yes.
So the looser ones is recommended for home, although some people like it to go on the run. So
Yeah.
And then I
Oh,
have vests as
that one
well.
looking nice.
Yeah, this is another one.
This is yeah.
It's the same brand. It's the same
Those at
type.
home, if you don't have your YouTube or your things of that sort, you'll be missing us. So you got to go to her
You're missing out
personally.
loud.
You got to go to her personally on Monday, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and just ask her what's those that you're showing.
You have to
me.
activate.
Yeah.
You have to activate their mobile data now
They have
and
to yeah,
connect
yeah,
so they can see what's
precisely.
going on.
Yes. And then there are also vests, but I do not have any vests
Mm,
right now. But I sell vests for men as well.
The usual white vest, or you have colors?
I have
That's-
colored sometimes, but mostly whites.
So you
No, I
okay,
asked
okay.
about the children. Yeah, what about the children?
Yeah,
You have
yes.
correct for the children.
I
not
don't
the-
have anything
Oh,
right now, but
okay,
it's
but-
usually cotton underwears for little girls and for little boys.
Okay.
The little
Mm.
boys, the briefs are more or less short, although some mothers have actually asked for the long ones for the little boys, especially the chubby ones, because they do not want their legs to roll.
Oh, okay.
So as time goes by, I would realize I would figure out what people rather, and then I go according to the customer's taste and
Request.
desires.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
You are
That's
about to ask?
interesting.
Yes.
No, I just want to know. Right now, you are not thinking of expanding your inventory. Like you just want to focus on undergarments, right? Is it
Yes.
something that you want to focus on?
Yes, I want to focus on undergarments.
Why
I'm
is
looking
that?
into
I know a lot of people kind of call you as
Yeah, a lot of people call me out on that. They say, "Why don't you introduce new products?" I have
Yes.
actually tried it. I already introduced tights because some people ask me for tights,
Mhm.
and I still have some tights sitting in my stuff. So it's been there for the longest while. I like selling things that will go fast because I do not like to have things there for a very long period of time.
Wow.
So if I can get any item that can sell quickly, then I don't have a problem in selling it. I also introduced some mini perfumes. They went very well.
Mhm.
But my supplier has told me that it's difficult for them to source for now. So
Okay.
I might be looking into another brand of perfume because that is something that also sells. Still, it doesn't sell as much as the underwears. And with the underwears, I have been doing it for such a long time. It's like almost part and parcel of me. I'm
Okay,
very
so you-
comfortable with it.
Yes.
I know
You your
exactly how
product.
to help people to choose what suits them, to choose what fits them, even if some of my customers get angry because say, that's what I want, I don't care, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So I have to kind of, balance it off. So I'm very comfortable with that. But like I said, I'm open to selling different products as long as I know that it will go, because it doesn't make sense that you go into something and it's not selling. But you have to take a whole year before it sells. So that's basically the reason why I have not done much more things.
So
besides
so
what I
far,
have.
what are the biggest challenges as someone, a small business owner in the retail sector?
Well, for me, number one is because I'm the only person in my business, so it's a lot of work. Everything is me, even when I have to travel.
Yes.
I am tired, and then I have to still come and open because I need to make the money. I cannot skip too many days, and there's nobody there to do it in my absence. So if I travel for 2 or 3 days, I have to make sure I come on the same day according to the time that I come. Um, well, as I'm seated outside, I do not have a closed place. Then I have the risk of the elements of rain, especially when
yes.
it's a little
I've seen
difficult
that,
for me.
yes.
So sometimes I have to move the table closer to the other side so my stuff will not wet. Yeah, that's basically the main issue for me right now. I have had other challenges before, but for now, these are the main issues that I have. And also maybe getting more products. Well, I have had that.
was the next question.
Yes,
Okay.
that was actually a bigger challenge before because my capital was very small. So I would need to get a lot more products than what I was getting at the time. But I have been able to get a lot more at one point in time than I used to before. So it's not so much of a challenge now because I like to turn over my products. I do not like to have the same ones for a long time. I like to
Yeah.
bring new ones. So
Or is that my next question for you is one of the questions that we ask all of our guests. What type of impact does the NDFD have on you and your business, and why the NDFD? How much they help you? Why did you connect with the NDFD? Take your
well,
time.
I was first introduced to the NDFD by DYBT because I did a program with them, and then they had different financial institutions coming to tell us about their products, and then we had to choose between all of those that came to us. So after all of them spoke, I decided that I was going to go to NDFD because at the time I felt that they had a better rate. So that's what attracted me to NDFD at the time. But the reason why I'm still there with NDFD is because of the experience that I got. So even when my business was struggling, and I think I mentioned it before at a different interview, especially during it was COVID.
Pandemic.
Yes, right.
Yeah, COVID.
So my business was just in a mess,
disarray.
and I could not pay my loan, and I really didn't know what to do, and the interest was just piling up, and there was nothing that I could do at the time because my hands were tied. I even actually needed money from it to be able to continue. So I went to speak to somebody, I cannot remember who, and then they referred me to Mr. Casio, and he was the one who actually made me feel like, okay, there's a chance for me. I can actually do something. So
Yes,
he worked with
yes.
me along with Mr. Joseph, and then they were able to compact my loans because I think I had two at the time. So what they did is that they brought it together and they made the installment um easier for me to pay. So they made it less. So what I had to pay decreased tremendously.
Yes.
So I had something that I was comfortable paying every month. And to this date, I don't think I have an issue with my payments, right? So they helped me in that regard. There was also a point that I had a mentor from NDFD, and that's Miss Andrew. She was very very good, and she is still very nice to me. I would tell her, I would have to refer to her on the progress of my business, and then she would give me advice as to what I should do, maybe even how I should make my payments with my accounts and stuff like that. And then even when they have different sessions, they would invite me so that I would learn more about running the business and making it profitable.
Yes.
You know, so they were always there, ready and willing. Even Anasha, who is in marketing, I remember there was one, she referred somebody to me, and I was able to have an interview in the Sun newspaper. And it was because of her, because she was the one who recommended me. So NDFD has played a very important role in ensuring that my business actually progresses. Small as it is, but it has progressed, and I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful.
What would you suggest to somebody who may have ideas to open their own little small business? Talk to them. What would you say to them regarding your experience with the NDFD?
But I think I've said everything already. But if you want me to say again, don't be afraid. You just go there and then you ask to speak to somebody. They will refer you to someone, and then you just tell them everything. Tell them what it is that you want to do. Tell them the issues that you're having. Tell them your fears. Just tell them everything, and they will help you how best they can.
So, yeah. So what about those who are thinking of probably entering the sector, the retail sector? Sell something. One could be your advice to them.
Well, number one, before you decide to sell something, make sure it is something, before you decide to sell in general, make sure it is something that you like to do, and not just selling. Anything that you decide you want to do, it is something that you're supposed to have a passion for, because that is the only way you're going to continue doing it.
Nice.
Very
If you
good.
just do it vai, you will stop. You will get fed up, because I have had those days. I have had certain
Very
days
true.
like, am I going to make it? But because I love it, I will still continue, and you will still push forward.
Yes.
So that is the number one thing. You have to love it, and then pick a product that you're comfortable with. Pick a product that is marketable, and then you have to decide how you're going to market that product. You have to find out who is interested, how often they're going to patronize your business. So you already have to figure out in your mind if it will make financial sense, because at the end of the day, you're going into business to make a profit.
Yes.
So you have to have that in mind as well. Then, when you decide that you want to take a loan, probably because you do not have the cash to start, you take an amount that you're comfortable with paying. It's not just about, oh, I want to get a loan to pay, to take this and take that. You have to know that if it will make sense, if the business will be able to make enough money to pay it back, so that you do not fall in a ditch. Because I have had those situations at time, and that my cash flow, it was not regulating well, and then I constantly had to be taking little loans over and over, and then I was just going down and down and down. And then I realized what was actually happening. So when you're selling, after you have gotten lean on everything, You need to figure out what profit that your business is making. You need to figure out what is your markup. So on every sale that you make, you need to know what is the profit on that. So before you use anything, you already know this is what I can use, this is what I cannot use, because that is a money that have to constantly go back into the business so that it can continue. And then with any extras that you have, you can put it in so that you can have a bigger capital. So these are the things that you have to consider before you actually start going into any business, whether it be retail, whether it be service.
And on that note, listen, this is going to be repeated over and over what you just said it to us. We're going to, you want to say something? Because we're going to take a break.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
go take a break.
It's a small business buzz, Niche Island Small Business Buzz. And that's for the 1st of April 2025, today, Tuesday. We take a commercial break. We're going to come right back. And when we come back, we're going to be making connections across the roads to head office.
Your side woman a little brooks. Her man a little brooks. But she telling you she want a BBL. But most importantly, you cannot say bottom on the radio. So NDFD is giving best business loans up to $20,000, and here's how you can get yours. You working a 9 to 5? Yes, sweet. You can get up to $10,000. True, now boy. Your business must be registered. You have to be employed for 18 months. Salary deduction only. No guarantor required. You get enough free add-on DNO for 1 month. 100 free business cards. No, but really and truly, what again you want? So what about the 20,000? It's the same thing, except you must provide business records. And that's for people who are self-employed. Call them or WhatsApp them 275-6859. Go and get your BBL. You deserve it.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink responsibly.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Courts, we've got you. Need to upgrade your home? Get new arrivals in dining. Plus, buy more and save more on bedroom sets and get an additional 10% on credit purchases of any bedroom set. Want quality products that provide value at the best prices backed by full warranty? We've got you. Plus, shop today and pay later with Courts Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Courts, bringing value home.
Dans yon latte, ki ka kontrole pa zafè kompita. Se relasyon ek komunikasyon ki ka determine la vi nou, an tan ki ka veni. An manya nou ka apwan, fè travay ek asosye ek yon alot. Me ki sa ki ka proteje se doa sa la? Se bil komunikasyon elektronik la, ebe isi bila ka proteje. Isi bila ka asiwe se doa kon, pli meye kalite servis, informasyon ki ka garanti sigwe ek sécurité. Support pour service général ek jwen admission pour service la. Ek tout plète kay trouve protection par yon tribunal ki kay résolé tout dispute. Ça c'est protection pour consommateur. Ici bila kay aussi assurer yon environnement compétition pour compagnie communication électronique la, ça pénétrer la place la. L'année plusieurs l'autre bénéfice di bill ici ya. Ek tel kapave un chemin bonne foi. Sécurité et ka embrasser société digitale. Ça veut dire, plus moun qui ka servi computer pour tout pays nous, qui a agrément. Et tel XMTRC a digitally ka transformer placement nous.
Fresh Market Pharmacy has expanded to customers with its new additional location at best price. 2 convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875. WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lowered.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back to Small Business Buzz. We have small business
Support.
support specialist. So it's SBSS.
BSS.
Support specialist at the NDFD. Mr. Damien
Business
Dumas.
support specialist.
Support specialist. And he looks into your business. He helps you mind your business and follow up on your business. We have him on the line, sir. Good afternoon and welcome. How has your day so far?
It has been awesome. It has been awesome. I heard you said something. I actually started my job to mind people's business. So
I know.
for work, I think Friday that.
Yes.
Definitely.
And,
yes. So how are you guys doing?
Well, do you tell us?
We're good so far.
Yeah, we're doing good so far. Yes.
How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm excited
Mhm.
because I have some good news, some big news to share with the public. Yep.
I can't wait. Okay, after three, go. 1, 3. After 3, 1, 3.
Okay. So for the person who are contemplating, for the persons who have started, and the persons who have already registered,
For
we have
what? No.
amazing news
For what? For
for
what?
the Green Innovation Summit.
There you go.
As you know, the registration ends on April 9th. So we are at the back end. So if you have ideas, you're fine tuning your ideas, you're contemplating like how you're going to work it out, and just do it. Get in there because we have 2 confirmed mentors of great repute to launch.
Wow.
The first one, she ties in with Q95. So if you are aware, there has been Marilyn, and prior to Marilyn, there was J.L. Joseph.
I thought
so the first mentor is J.L. Joseph.
Wow.
A dynamic media powerhouse and award-winning.
That's my workmate. Right? And she is just qualified and fully competent.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's why I said like this year's Green Innovation Summit is going to be the biggest that we've ever had. So just a little bit about JL. She's a distinguished media professional from Dominica, renowned for her dynamic presence in the fields of marketing and media production over the past 15 years. As the host of the JL Joseph Live, she engages Caribbean luminaries, fostering a deeper connection to the region's culture. An award-winning filmmaker, her documentary, Territory, earned the Best Short Documentary Award at the Caribbean Tales International Films Festival.
Wow.
She has co-hosted events, yes, with icons like Wyclef Jean, and is an advocate for diversity through her platform, Black Island Girl. As an educator at the University of Guelph Humber, she inspires future media professionals. Her influence extends as a social media figure and brand ambassador for major brands, promoting Caribbean culture globally. She's worked and her work spans journalism, podcasting, and digital media, making her a pivotal voice in celebrating and advancing Caribbean identity and culture. What a way to get the ball rolling for
Wow.
first mentor.
You had me listening. You say I was quiet.
A big name.
You said I was just quiet.
That is a big name.
Yeah, and we work together, and she's focused.
So you mean to tell me, all participants will be getting that kind of mentorship, that kind of level of mentorship from someone like J.L. Joseph?
J.L. Joseph. Everyone who gets selected and gets into our Idea Lab, we have the opportunity to engage with J.L. Tap into her expertise, bounce ideas off her. Amazing.
And even probably network. And you said there's another one.
There's another one.
We can't wait.
I'm happy that I have encountered these persons prior to NDFD. I worked with this gentleman at Giastafan Company. His name is Imad Zaka.
My partner, Zaka. He's a pilot too.
The father.
Yeah.
The dad.
So,
the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great man,
moving
great
away,
man, great man.
stepping out of his role as Astafan. He has delved into entrepreneurship himself and has taken off. So Imad is the CEO of GA Blue Star Limited and the CEO of Bloombox, that many household persons.
Oh my God.
It's a household name.
Oh,
Bloombox.
great. Let's bloom together. Oh, okay. Zach, I didn't know.
Wow.
He's the
Another
building.
big name.
Yes.
And I worked
Big
with him
name.
too, you know.
Hmm?
At Asaf, I worked with him too.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
When I was head
I
of
worked for
marketing
Asafan
for.
too. That's why I got to know him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really true then.
Yes, I did.
So it's true. I heard there's someone here. Every person here in Dominica, something like has an Astafan story.
Yeah, but I work with Giselle. I work with the brothers, all the brothers. I work with the dad. He always had a
Wow.
joke for me.
Okay.
God bless his soul.
Wow.
Yeah. And then of
That's
course,
amazing. Imad and JL.
yes, you have
Yeah.
two heavyweights right
Heavyweights already.
there.
Powerhouses.
Yeah, powerhouses packed with years of knowledge to disseminate within this Green Innovation Summit. It's time to register. Tell them how they can register and register early, fast, and quick.
Yep. So registration is still open. We're encouraging persons. If this didn't pique your interest, well, there's still more to come. But we will come on later on for that.
Okay.
But registration is open. You can go onto our social media pages, and there is a Google form that you can just click, and it takes you immediately to register your name, your idea, everything. You can also come into NBFD and fill out a physical form if you want. We also have members of staff here willing and able to assist you to get registered here physically. Also, if you're not sure how to put that idea down on paper, you can record a short video and you can send that in to us at NBFD or write a short essay. Whatever way you feel comfortable in bringing your idea across, we are willing and we are accepting them. So find roll call. Everybody who is contemplating, if you haven't hit that submit button, now is the time to do so. The Green Innovation Summit 2025 is going to be the biggest and the best yet.
Well, thank you very much for coming in and opening the window of opportunity for those to register and get ready to be part of this giant, magnificent, innovative idea of the Nature Island Green Innovation Summit in Dominica sometime in June.
First week of June.
First
Yes.
week of June, yes. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, you take your colleague to you send him off.
Yes. I'm still waiting for your report though. Just kidding. But good work, Mr. Dumas. Of course, the other team members of the Green Innovations team. We have Miss Laronde and Miss Fountain, and the rest of the team, Miss Xavier, Mr. Leblanc, and all the other members of the NDFD staff. Of course, our executive director, Mr. Joseph. So great work, Mr. Double D.
Yeah, Damien Thomas.
Yes, signing out. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless. Okay.
See you later.
Thank you. Back. See you next week. Because you have to bring us up to date.
Yes.
Okay. So we're here. We have a few more minutes, and that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to pretend like I'm a lady,
Yes.
I'm a man, or whatever. I've
Yes.
got some children, and my daughters, and they want me to
So
buy some underwear for them.
Mhm.
What do you suggest?
Oh, so you're an older lady. That's what you are, not a man?
You want me to become a man?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Okay.
I was
Okay.
acting out. I was acting out.
It's my idea. So let me
go
explain,
ahead.
right?
Explain.
So let's try to test Rosette's selling skills, right?
Okay.
So let's pretend that you are
Just tell me.
a little difficult customer.
Oh, wonderful.
Come in and try to kind of
Okay.
check what's going on your spot, and you have to sell the items
Okay.
to Mr.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay, so
What?
he's a Mr.
What's your
Yeah,
name?
the Mr. Okay.
Mr. What's your surname? Mr.
Mr. Workshop. No, I can't say this one. That's somebody's name already.
Mr. Big Station.
Yeah, Mr. Big Stuff.
Big stuff.
Okay, Mr. Big Stuff.
All right.
Hello, my name is Mr. Big Stuff. What do you have selling today?
Well, I have underwears for you. As I can see, you look like a size 36.
So now you want to tell me what size I'm looking like?
I'm just saying what you look like. I could be wrong.
Well, open it, let me see. Open it.
So this is what I would usually give for somebody who's 36.
But you
So
don't
I
let me
have-
say it good. I can touch
I'm
it?
so sorry.
I can
Oh,
touch it?
Sure.
Okay.
You can just touch
Okay,
it.
not bad,
It's
not bad.
cotton.
How much is that?
This is only $18. You can pay 18 for one or 3 of them for 50. So if you buy free, you actually pay less because you save it.
I don't want that one.
Sure.
That's the one I want.
That's the one you want?
That's the one I want. Yes,
okay,
yes.
but I also have underwears for your lady too. I know you said you didn't have enough money, but
well, now you're talking.
Try to, you're more interested in those for your lady.
But I want one for myself and the lady
Sure.
because
Okay,
I
so
know
which one you rather?
Valentine's Day.
I have
The
this
part.
color and I have that color.
No, she like bright color. I like bright color.
Okay,
that
so
one,
we'll
yes.
work with that one for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so for your lady.
That one there, that nice one you have in your hand there.
Which one?
That
This
nice
one?
one, yes.
Yes, that's what
yes.
I was
Oh my God!
Yes. So that's her size,
But,
right? What is
it will
her
fit.
size?
It will fit. It will fit. It will fit.
Okay.
I'll make sure it fits.
Okay, well those are a little higher priced. Okay, those are $12.
That little piece of cloth.
But that's what you wanted.
Yeah,
so
but now
that
you
means
open
there's
it.
something about it you like, right? And I sure you already imagine it on her. So
oh dear, well I imagine it in black and white, not technicolor.
So you can get 3 of them because
For
like
how
I
much?
said,
How much? For how much?
more that you buy, the less that you pay.
Yeah, fool me.
So it's no, I'm not fooling you, it's a fact.
Okay.
So you pay $12 for
one.
Yes.
And
then if you
24.
buy 3, 12 times 3 is what?
I might say, I do know. I don't want to know. That's 70 price.
Anyway, 12 times 3 is 36.
So I get
but if you buy 3, you're going to pay only $33. So you get $3.
I can buy some bread with the change.
Right. So this is also another section.
That is better. Now you're talking.
No, when you're buying for your lady, you don't just think about yourself.
Okay.
Because women like comfort as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you those 2
Please.
for you to stay on her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you a nice, comfortable one for her. Okay?
Yes.
Because she wants her comfort as well.
That's not the bingo
You
bag.
see the thing? No, listen.
Oh.
I'm a woman, so I know.
Okay.
When you buy, you say, baby, I buy those free. So this is for you to wear for me. And because I love you so much, I bought one for your comfort. She's
Okay,
going to
baby.
be more than happy to use that because why? You thought of her. Okay?
You're going to put a big hole in my pocket there?
No. So everything is 33 for that.
Yeah.
And then this is 18. So
how much is that? $50 already?
Yeah, that's $51.
It's the only reason I because I like to see it. And you have some
I'm
good
wrong.
business there.
It's 33 plus 18. That is 51. Yes, 51. Okay, so I'll just make you pay 50.
Oh, okay? You're lucky. I just get paid this weekend, but it's only because I find you nice and pretty. That's why I stopped there. You see, I want this man already. When this pretty lady selling something, pass them straight. Look, you break man for $50.
No, but you vex, but you're going to have something for it to wear.
When I go, I don't vex. I don't vex.
Too.
No. Now you give me a discount.
Exactly.
You give me a discount. One thing, she give me a good discount.
And then when I see you again, make sure you tell me how they fit and how she like them. Okay?
I'll write it down for you because I can't. I wouldn't be able
There
to say
you-
loud in town.
Okay. Sorry.
So
Thank
close.
you very much.
So
Yes,
deal.
Yes, it's a deal.
It's
So
a
thank you
deal.
very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So that's a
Yeah.
close sale.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So play the little clip there for me, please, that we recorded this afternoon there, please. You ready? Okay. Yeah, we're going to get a little clip, something that I have prepared for you and for ourselves. So you have it ready? Okay, so let's bring up the volume. Let's say it loud. Yes. Let's go.
For your excellent participation on this, our bi-weekly small business empowerment program titled Nature Island Small Business Buzz. Today, at this moment, you and your business enterprise deserves an enthusiastic NDFD and Q95 national standing ovation.
Go ahead. Thank you so much once again. Thank you. You were fantastic. That
Fantastic
standing
selling.
ovation was for
Thank
you, all
Thank
for you.
It was my pleasure being here.
We
Yes.
have next week we have next episode we have to unpack that because there were so many lessons in what she did when it comes to like how you sell, how you take over, how you address objections, and how you basically manage the customer and at the very end of that is close the deal. There's so many lessons. I'm just
Yes.
observing, you know.
Yes, and I'm convinced now. In fact, I may have to ask it privately without saying it on the air. And you have to package for me those nice little edible.
No, but
undis-
to be honest,
Yes.
I did not see a lot of objection from him, though. To be honest.
Well, that's it.
Well,
because,
yeah.
That's because you were quite convincing. Because
Already.
of this, you're quite convincing. There's no
But
way
you know, less experienced sellers would already get intimidated.
Oh yes.
You know,
but she was
well,
what do you call it? Assertive. She
very
was very assertive, and that was good.
And not only that, I think it's the knowledge.
Yeah,
The knowledge
and
how
experience.
to experience
Yes.
as well.
Yes,
How
it's
to handle
experience.
customers already.
Yeah.
So Rosette, if anyone wants to get in touch with you, How can they do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my telephone number is 767-245-9465.
All right.
And like I said before, I'm right in front of
Mapao.
Mapao. So you can either come there. I'm usually there from about 11:12 to about 4-ish, 5.
Mm.
So you can either call me or you can come there.
So they can call you, and can they request you to like come to them to their office? Just
Yes.
is it something that you do?
Yes, and that is something that I forgot to mention. That is one of the setbacks that I have, because some people, they do not feel comfortable in buying those intimate products on the roadside.
Yes.
So if you actually do want me to come to you, you can give me a call, and I will come before I open my table. So for me to come, it would have to be in the morning.
Okay.
Not after I've already opened the table.
Give them your number again.
That's
slowly.
great.
1-767-245
9465.
9465. It's 245-9465. And we also have our brethren here who's is in the Zone Media.
Ozone Media.
Ozone Media. And when we always mention that we have some more friends from Al Jazeera and CNN, BBC and NBC, ABC, CBS. That's him right there. He does live. He encourages, and he has a business where he provides live streaming, graphic designs, digital marketing, video production, photography, news reporting, and logo designs. The telephone number is 1-767-615-6877, 767-285-5801. And you can go to ozonemedia767 at gmail.com. All small, lowercase. It's Ozone Media. Well, that sounds like how we're going to call it a wrap for this week.
Oh,
but
yes.
today, as a matter of fact, we have Thursday again, don't forget. So, Donnie, have your say. Have your say now.
Well, I just have
Forever hold thy peace.
yes, but great stuff this week. This episode.
Yes.
Just want to say I forgot someone to big up, Miss Lawrence of the St. Nicholas Animal Rescue.
Oh yes.
She's been very helpful. So God bless you. For those who can help, please help that rescue center. They are doing a lot of great things, right? And also, I want to big up, of course, our all the members of our board of directors,
Yes.
and the FD staff. And next week we'll see you again for more.
Thursday.
Sorry, Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday.
Yeah.
For another edition of
Small. Let's go to Nature Island first.
Of course.
So get ready for
Nature
Island
Small Business Buzz.
No, go ahead. Because
No, I just want to big up Mr. G. You know,
yeah, well, Mr. G, thank you very
yeah.
much for the platform and the opportunity for us to go nationwide, to go global, even if we're local. We had a few folks who mentioned a few things on our comment board.
Right.
Yes.
I'm looking at it. Okay. We want to say we want to pick up Sis Brenda Joseph. Of course, you know her very, very well.
Very, very
She said, "Well, welcome, Rosette. Nice to see you. People, please support Rosette's Intimates.
Thank
She is a
you.
great person and selling nice stuff." Of course, that's Mr. Cletus Joseph, you know,
Second
wife.
hand. Yeah.
Yes. And of course, Mr. Crispin Shillingford said, "Have a business plan." Very wise advice. And
Yes.
that's also something that we
Thank you, Mr.
always
Shillingford. Thank
encourage
you so much.
our clients. Thank you very much. And then we have Patricia Fountain. Speaking of fountains, here in Dominica.
Fountains, fresh flowing water.
She said very interesting. And of course, last week there were a few people who also left comments under our program.
Yes,
We
and Mrs. Joseph from
of course.
yes.
So
we thank you very much, Ms. Joseph, and the rest of the folks who
and those who are listening
to encourage us
on the
So
radio.
this is how we wrap up our program. On behalf of Mr. Donald Bocasio Donny, is small business expert in Dominican and attached to the National Development Foundation. Ozone Media, Dr. Shano, man of the control, and of course, Rosette. How could I forget Rosette, Sarah? And she's been a wonderful guest. We want to encourage you to, when you're passing by next to Mapa on Independence Avenue, that you stop by, say hello, and purchase one or two of her products or three of her products, and makes her very happy, make your family happy, make your son, your daughter, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband very comfortable. Until we meet again next time, on behalf of the National Development Foundation and of the Q95, the big family of Q95, where we are the big station and we take the word that's local and bring it global. I'm Franklin Peter Moses, wishing you a very pleasant Tuesday evening, the 1st of April. Don't fool anybody and don't be fooled. Bye-bye.